Today is battle of the interfaces. What's up, people? Welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music business, and music production. If you love any of the previously mentioned, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my latest content, and hit that bell icon so you know exactly when that new content drops. So listen, I'm kind of addicted to audio interfaces, okay? I admit it. But I wanted to go over the last three interfaces I've used over the past few months, probably longer with this SSL. And I want to talk about where each one shines because I like each of these audio interfaces for different reasons, right? So let's start with the SSL, the SSL 2 Plus. This interface, for the money, like this is the best bang you can get for your buck, in my opinion, is the SSL 2 Plus interface. If you're involved in audio or production in any type of way, you already know SSL and the weight that name carries. And they didn't fall short at all in terms of quality of this audio interface. I love this interface because it's simple, like it's straightforward. This big blue knob turns the volume up and down, and it feels good when you do it. You know, these right here, they control your mic preamps. These, you have the headphone mixes, and you can control each headphone mix independent of one another. And then you have your monitor mix. So if you want to hear, what's going on, you can change that mix just with this knob. And the 4K mode is super duper dope with this interface. You get a really nice boost in your your frequency and warmth, in my opinion. Like it adds a little bit more bite to the vocal or to the instrument. So I love that 4K mode. And yeah, I just love the simplicity of this interface. Like I plug it in, I don't have any issues. You got plenty of outputs to do whatever you need to do as far as monitoring is concerned. And then of course, you actually have MIDI, which these other ones don't have MIDI. So you have MIDI. I've never used it. I don't know why I would use this MIDI on this interface. But anyways, yeah. And then you got your two inputs for your mics, line and high Z. So yeah, I just love it, man. Like I love simplicity. I've been a stickler of just finding ways to simplify my process as a producer when I'm working on music, and that goes all the way back to my interface. Like I want to be able to just quickly adjust something and then be done. Like I know what's going on. I know it's done because I just turned the knob that says it's done. So that's where this shines, in simplicity and value. Like I think I paid $200 or $250 for this, and again, like it's a steal. This thing it's flawless. I haven't had any issues. I love it. So that's the SSL 2 Plus. It shines in simplicity. Now, I also have the Evo IV, this little itty bitty box. So obviously, this thing shines in portability. When it comes to having a mobile setup, if I'm doing iOS production, if I just want an interface just to listen to some audio and control that volume, or even record an instrument or something, this fits in my backpack like so easy. It doesn't take up any space. Like it's so small, it's so portable. I can hook up monitors in here. I can hook up some microphones, and it's USB-C as well. And I have a headphone jack in the front and an instrument jack, so I can just get straight to work. And a dope thing about this is it has this smart gain feature. So I really, it takes the guesswork out of finding your levels if you're not familiar with that. I don't really need it all the time, but if I just want to click something and just, have it be done, then it has that feature, and it's super cool. So yeah, again, this one is a simple interface as well, but like if I want simplicity on the go and I want portability, this is my go-to every time. Like I throw this in the bag, I don't even feel it, it's not super heavy, and I love it. It's plastic, but it still feels pretty durable. I haven't dropped it. I try not to drop gear. Like, if you haven't noticed, I like to take care of my stuff. But it happens, accidents happen. I haven't dropped this one yet, but seems like a pretty sturdy piece of gear. So this one shines in portability for me. And then we have, most recently, the Antelop Audio ZenGo Zenergy Core. Did I say Zenergy or Synergy? But yeah, this interface is dope because number one, it has loop back capabilities. So if you're in the streaming and things like that and you need an audio interface that can loop back, you have that in this. The second thing, the second area where this shines is that it has DSP. So you can do real-time processing with, you know, the plugins that are included. You have 37 included effects that you can throw on here, and then the actual audio interface processes it, not your computer. So you have that, and you can purchase additional ones if you want from their website. Those two areas is where this one shines. And this is kind of in between as far as, you know, size. It's smaller than my SSL. Uh-oh, almost like dropped it on the table. It's smaller than my SSL 2 Plus. It's bigger than the Evo 4. So it's like right there in the middle, but it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and it's pretty powerful. And what it can do, has really nice mic preamps in it as well. Honestly, all of these have decent mic preamps. Like, I think SSL is going to be, the SSL and the ZenGo is going to be the two best, but the Evo 4, honestly, very slight noticeable difference as far as the mic preamps. It still sounds pretty good, and you would have to have like a super critical ear to even hear the difference for real. So yeah, price point. The ZenGo is, I believe, the most expensive out of all of these, and I'm gonna double check and fact check the prices, but that is that. The ZenGo loop back capabilities, DSP, so real-time processing, and it also has a reverse charge capability. So you have another USB-C port for that, which these other ones don't have. So that's pretty cool. That kind of helps this one kind of stand out too. So yeah, okay, so let's talk about the prices between these three interfaces. The Evo 4 is going to be the most reasonably priced interface. If you're starting out, you're a beginner, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on an interface, this is going to be the best bang for your buck, because it's only 130 bucks as of the making of this video. It's like 130 US dollars. And honestly, this would make a great regular audio interface for your computer. And then if you're doing on-the-go stuff or you move a lot, you have that feature. Or if you're doing iOS production a lot, it's still small and portable for you to do that. So literally, it has everything you need for a basic home studio setup. Like, you can hook up monitors, you can hook up microphones, you can hook up instrument cables, all of that stuff. So yeah, so like this, you really can't beat it. And it sounds great. Like, for a $130 interface, it sounds good, man. Like, so yeah, so the Evo 4 is at 130 US dollars. So the ZenGo comes in at around 500 US dollars. So this is the more expensive one, but then you have to take in consideration all of the extra features that you do get with this audio interface. And you actually have a nice digital display here as well, which is, you know, the Evo, you only kind of have the LED lights around the actual volume knob, which again, it's not super necessary to have all the fancy display. Just, you're listening most of the time instead of looking at displays anyway. So yeah, so ZenGo, 500 bucks. All right, and then the SSL 2 Plus, this interface comes in at 299 or 300. We'll round up again, 300 US dollars, again, which I feel like is a great steal. And this is for the SSL 2 Plus. They do have another version where I think you only have like one headphone and maybe like one mic channel. I don't know, let me see. No, I think you still get, you still get two inputs, but you get like a second headphone jack on this one. Again, like, why would you only have one headphone jack? So yeah, so if you wanted one with just the one headphone jack and monitoring, then you could shave off a few bucks and pay $239 or $240 if you round up. So this one is like kind of in the middle. You have the 130 right here. You have the $239 to $299, depending on which version you get. And then here you have the big Pro Dog here, which is $499. So yeah, so these are the three interfaces, the three price points, and the three advantages of each. This one is probably still like my go-to because it's just, I don't know, man, it's just straightforward. Like, let's just get to the point. I'm about getting to the point these days. And then this is definitely my go-to on the go. Okay, so that's my comparison on these three audio interfaces that I've been using. Hopefully you've gained some type of insight from them and from this video. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.